Happy Easter and Good Friday. Got some good news. We got the crib. I'm actually in the crib. Just here right now. Just got the keys like a half an hour ago, and brought some clothes with me and a couple of older tanks that needed resealing and stuff. Put them outside and stuff like that. Hope everybody's having a great Friday and happy long weekend. Just gonna give some time for more people to join. Oh, there's Sandy's already on. How you doing, Sandy? I'm here. I'm glad. Don't mind me if I cough and stuff. What's going on, Zebra Playco fans? I'm still suffering through COVID. What's going on, Jonathan? Good to see you too. I'm sorry I didn't respond to you, Jonathan. I just been running around all day today, so COVID and had to send fish out. And what's going on, George? It's been a crazy day, crazy couple of days actually. What's going on, BTL? How you doing, Steiner? Live feeding ASMR. How's everybody doing? Whoa, there's 16 of you on all of a sudden. What's going on, Jelmer? It's 1:30. It's 7:30 p.m. in Canada. How you doing, Heather? Heather's getting a huge box of fish from me right now, so that's why I'm late. I was actually late to get here too. They were like waiting for me for 10 minutes. I felt bad. Oh, nice. I'll call you when I'm driving home or as soon as I get home. How you doing, Nonstop Aquatics? John in the house? We were just talking on text actually. He was just telling me some stuff and I was like, yeah, well, I'm in the new house. Fahim, thank you, sir. Yes, hit the like button. It helps me out quite a bit. I'm feeling better. Like, the government guidelines already, like, they want me back at work. They were trying to get me to work yesterday too. I was like, nope, I'm not getting nobody sick. But George just got an order from Florida, 7 out of 12. Ooh, buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, George. That sucks, bro. I hate when that happens, but it's an unfortunate reality of shipping fish, I'm guessing. Like I sent fish out today, and you know it's going through with a friend, so I'm not too worried. But if I had to put it in the mail or FedEx or something, I'd be not happy about that right now. I'd be worried about their lives. So it is always a risk to ship fish, and I'm really sorry that happened, bud, because I know they're probably expensive fish. If you only got 7 out of 12 dead, missing fish. Oof. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. Need 7 more subs for 500 subs. Yeah, go support Live Feeding ASMR's channel and subscribe to his channel like ASAP. We gotta help him out. He's been here forever helping out, so. Ooh, Balzini. Oh my god, those are super rare, bro. Super rare. I'm so sorry, George. I'm so sorry, mate. It sucks when that type of stuff happens. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Live Feeding ASMR's channel. Also, Aqua Balls, check him out. Shaq says can't wait to see the. Me neither. But yeah, check out Aqua Balls also because great channels, great content, really cool people also, but really good content, you know. And thank you so much for being here, everyone. What's going on, James? So I do have a give, send, go set up. I'm going to be completely honest. This place is huge. I cannot afford to set up all the tanks and everything that I need. I'm going to need heaters for a lot of the tanks, new lighting, you know, like brand new air systems because this is huge. We'll go around and take a look at the whole place. But the link is down here, so check them out. You know, help a brother out. George says ASMR just did earlier on top, but he can post that again if possible. Worst part is calling me, I just sold my adults. I'm sorry, buddy. I hate selling my older fish just for that reason because it's a lot of times it's difficult to get the fish back, and it's a pain. It's a nightmare when they die. So. This is the worst part of fish keeping, I think. Losing fish through shipping or diseases. Those are the two things, I think. Neglect and obviously those things also becomes an issue, but as long as you're a good fish keeper, that doesn't seem to be too much of an issue for most people. But definitely shipping is an issue and disease transfers, things like that, like, power outages, little things that we can't control all the time, right? So it does suck. Losing fish, spending money. I know. Especially when you just bought them and they haven't even arrived in your house. That's the worst. Floods. Yep, floods. Yeah, good plan, Jonathan. James says, thanks, Super Playco fans. After watching the Vice documentary, getting our first family tank. Nice. My pleasure, James. And I'm glad that I'll also do more stuff for beginner tanks because this place is gonna have a lot of opportunities to do setups and stuff. So we're gonna do zero to hero Zebra Playco tank because I'm moving the Zebs over. So I need to be able to bring them in and have them running the same day. Well, I'll have a tank set up here, but a lot of the things we'll be doing like smartly, but I still want to like show exactly how we're doing it and all that stuff. Thank you. I'm gonna have to try to keep it like this because I don't want my partner to be upset. Because I want to keep the house clean. That's part of the agreement. Have I set up already? No. You want to see the empty house? Let's go. Let's go take a look through the empty house. Okay. All right. We'll take a walk around. Okay. We'll do a little walk through. Okay. All right. So it's the kitchen. We were just sitting there. Okay. That's my phone. Da 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 da. And I got a tank already set up. Not set up, but I got a tank. This is from the Goji, aka Daniel. This is his tank. He used to breed fish in this tank. These are some of the dates he got spawns and stuff. And he gave me this tank. It's a really nice, thin, slim profile. This is like an old style tank. This is from the 70s, by the way. Look at this. This is like a really old tank. This is the antique. Okay? So, universal product. They don't make these anymore. Made in Canada. Okay? So, top of the line, best quality tanks. Made in Canada. So got that set up. What's going on, B-Boy Graphics? Thank you, sir. Yes, Wi-Fi definitely must be able to. We're getting a better Wi-Fi. Do I have L66? No, I do not. I have a similar fish, like a 399 400 type, very similar. So we're gonna do a little tour. So that's the kitchen. You guys just saw me sitting on it. There's a fridge, blah 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 blah. This is really cool. There's electrical heating. They do work. I turned it on. I started smelling like a little bit of a burning smell, so I turned it off. The floors are nice. It is sinking a little bit here. I can feel a little bit of an angle when I walk on it. I don't think anybody else would feel that, but I am very sensitive to the floor. So I definitely feel this side is a slope. The ground is shifted. You can also see it on the outside. I'll try to document that for you guys. So that's the living room. So I'll try to get you a better look at the living room. And there it is. So it's a pretty big living room. Dust burning off. I know, I thought of that too, but here's the thing. I'm not trying to burn this place down. Okay? I'm gonna wait till the other person who I got the place with is here, who is much more intelligent when it comes to like that type of stuff and electricity and stuff. The person's an engineer, so they know what they're doing, unlike myself. So I'm gonna wait till they get here, and contractors get here, and the electrician gets here, check everything, do all the things that we need to do before I actually turn anything on. I mean, I did turn the lights on and stuff through the house just so I can film right now, but nothing more than that. I'm a little out of breath, by the way, because I'm still dealing with COVID. But yeah, so that's the plan right now. So this is the living room. Da 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 da. I know, me too, Jonathan. Hey, we're in Canada, buddy. Canadians have baseboard heaters, okay? Like I grew up with baseboard heaters too. So like, as soon as I smelt it, I'm like, oh yeah, that I know that smell. But I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna take a chance. I'll wait till the other party gets here, who is much more equipped to deal with electrical issues than me. Okay, so living room, pretty nice, pretty big. Da, da, da. There's a metal cross beam going across here. Okay, so technically we can put big tank here and a big tank here. Okay, because there's two metal cross beams growing. You could probably put small tanks along there and some big tanks along the support wall on the other side. There's no lights on this side, so there'll be like some display setups or whatever. We'll try to do that nice. Be cool. And then we're gonna go down to the basement. So this is the basement. If the Wi-Fi drops, I'll start the stream again. But I think here, let me get my phone so that the Wi-Fi will not drop. So here we are. Okay, let me try to catch up on the chat too. What's going on, JB? What's going on, fish plant? I'm very sensitive to the floor. Yeah, because I don't know if people notice that, but like especially if I'm not wearing shoes and I'm standing on any surface, if there's even a slight unevenness on the surface, like in terms of like grading, I feel it. Like, I don't know why, but like my body lets me know that the floor is not even. Even if it's like a centimeter off. So I noticed that. So here we are. Okay, we're going downstairs now. So going downstairs, there's a window and the garage. Very nice garage. Got a shed out there. Yeah. Okay, so going down. Also, I've been getting shocked every time I touch any of the fixtures. Oh, there we go. Didn't get shocked that time. So there's a mirror. Nice big mirror. So there's the stairs coming down. There's a bathroom here. Here, this is what I mean by the floor. See this floor? Got shocked again. The floor is like so uneven here. See, there's like unevenness here. But this is the ground level, so whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It's a bathroom, shower. So this is the basement. It's pretty large. Starts from here all the way around. Was going to ask. I'll show you the backyard in a second. And so we'll try to put some tanks up in here. Probably put a big tank here or double big tanks, like two 125s or 125 and like a 150 maybe, something like that. You know what I mean? I'm not happy with how they designed this thing because they kind of like destroy the utility of the space. Could have been organized a little bit better. Quit shifting your feet and you won't get shocked. Oh, okay. Good call. Yeah, I think open ground somewhere. That's my guess. Well, I'll have my partner, who's an electrical engineer, figure that out. This is the utility room with the heater on. I just turned the heaters on, so it's working. No smell of gasoline or gas. I'm doing the smell test. Okay, no smell. We're good. Not gonna blow up today, hopefully, God willing. Okay, so we're in this room here. It's the furnace room. On a plug. Yeah, we'll figure that one out. I'm not touching nothing until my partner and the electrician get here. That's my plan. Me not trying to die, my friend. Okay, so this is the other room. So this room is, I'm not gonna walk in here too much because it's a little dirty, but I really like this room also. There's a floor drain here, so we'll utilize that floor drain. That's the water heater. There's these rack systems which we will probably end up reinforcing a little and using that for like small tanks or storage for the bottoms and stuff like that. Oh, Joe, COVID? Nah, I don't know. Maybe I can't smell. You know what? Now you're scaring me, buddy. Okay, should I not be in here? Should I leave? That's a good point, right? I can't smell nothing. But yeah, so we're here now. So this room, blah, blah, blah. There's all that stuff, okay? So, cool, fun little room. Can be utilized into a little breeding room, whatever. B-Boy Graphics is laughing. Hey man, I'm doing the smell test, okay? You gotta do the smell test. Like in life, I think that's the most important test people need to learn to do, you know? Like before you put your mouth on anything, you smell it first. You know, you give it a sniff test and make sure it's kosher, you know? But yeah. Got shocked again. See, there's definitely open ground somewhere in here because I get shocked. Everything I touch, I get shocked. Every time I touch anything. See, I got shocked again. So here we go. Okay, so we're on the main floor again. Oh, very nice, George. Congratulations. Okay, I'm gonna take my shoes off because I don't want to walk around the house with shoes on. So we're here again in the main area, and then we're gonna go up the stairs. So these are the stairs to go to the second floor. It's dark up here, but I'm gonna turn the lights on as I get up there. Okay. All right. There's 32 of you guys on right now. That's amazing. How's everybody doing? What's going on, Oscar? Okay, so I'm upstairs. That's the stairs coming up. There's a giant hole here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. See that giant hole? Okay, so I know myself. I'm the type of person that would fall through this thing, okay? And probably break my leg. So I definitely do not want this hole open. We gotta figure something out. But it is useful for our purposes, so we're not gonna close it. I just, for temporarily, to save myself from breaking my leg by myself, I closed it off with a piece of wood just for now. Just because I didn't want to die. You know? I prefer not to die. Alright, so. Oh my god, none of the lights are turning on in here. Where's the light in here? There's no light in here. Wow. That is interesting. This room has no light. Okay. That is an interesting room with no light. I don't know why they have a light switch when there's. This is why there's. Okay, now I figured out why there's shock everywhere, because there are switches that can turn on that are not attached to any light fixture. So this one here, look, see? Turning on and off. There's no light up here, look. There's no light in this room. Not one light. So I don't know what the hell that is. How to sort that out. I mean, I'm not too worried. Oh, maybe. So yeah, so that's that room. I'm gonna use this room to breed some fish. Definitely enjoying how this is whole set up. I don't know what. Oh, this is the exhaust from the heater. Ooh, it's nice and warm already. I like that. So this is gonna be useful. This wall is a load-bearing wall. I'm right on top of. Yeah, so this is a load-bearing wall, and there's heat coming out through here, so I can use this entire section to put tanks on, breeding tanks, and it'll be fun. Thank you, Kenneth. Welcome, David, and shout out to Ecuador and to all of South America. So that's the first room. Okay, so the light's not turning on, but I'll turn it off just to, okay, I did. I don't want to like run the electricity when I don't have to. This room, oh wow, this does not have a light either. None of the rooms have actual physical lights. So there are things that I'm not happy with. That's one of the things I'm not happy with. But I mean, we can fix those things, right? It's not the end of the world. And also a lot of these rooms, these two rooms we're going to be using, these are my breeding rooms. So I'm not going to really be concerned with how much light each room might have in the room, because the tanks are going to have lights on them. So I'm not going to be too worried in the breeding tanks, setups, you know, whatever, for those two rooms. And then moving on, one of these rooms is going to be the YouTube studio. Turn the light on in here. Okay, there's no light in here either. Very good times. Oh, let me get my shirt out of the way. I don't have any lamps, buddy. I didn't bring any of those. Okay, there's no lights up here either. There's not a single light in any of the 4 bedrooms. Okay, so that's one thing I'm gonna let you guys know already. Not a one single light, and also there's a hole on the floor that I can fall through. So definitely fun times. Hopefully I don't die tonight. Okay, so those are the 4 rooms. I don't know if you guys want to see them again, but there's nothing else to see up here because see the floor is moving right here. See, it's shifted. So where I'm standing is lower than here. I'll show you. So okay here. So right here is lower. Like right here is lower, and it goes up, and then this is like the high point, and then it's flat here. So I can feel that grading. And then it goes down, more down grade here. So if I were to put a level, I could show you guys what I'm talking about. It's weird, but because I used to do construction and stuff, and I've done roofing and all kinds of work, I'm pretty aware of like the grading because you know I don't know, mentally you have to be aware of it to be able to stand on the roof and not fall accidentally, I guess, things like that. So here we are. There we go. Okay, turned off the light. We're going back downstairs unless you guys want to stay up here. Let me know. Okay, so we're going downstairs now. Here we are in the main floor. Back on the main floor. In the kitchen. You guys want to see the fridge? How the fridge looks like? Ooh, it's a nice big fridge. Nice and cold. Pretty nice. Very nice. Very happy. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen. I'm gonna sit down. What's going on, Greg? Ooh, this is the only chair in the house right now. It's the kitchen counter. Alrighty. So, spirit level is my best friend. Yes. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, we told them we have aquariums. They don't care, as long as we don't damage the floors, you know. They just bought the house two months ago. Young couple. I was, you know, very nice. I talked to them for a minute. You know, we made jokes and stuff, and you know, they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's all good, whatever." They bought the house 2 months ago, and they just want, it's a rental property. You know, they live in Mississauga, and they probably own their own house there, and we're paying the mortgage for them, so they're happy about that. What's going on, Marcy? Do I have my phone charger? No, I don't. Top plug is a problem for plugging in lights to work with switches. Yeah, I know. So I'm not really doing anything until we have the electrician in here. We're gonna have an electrician in here. We're gonna put a separate line with a separate fuse box for the heaters and stuff like that for the aquariums. That's the plan, at least. So once we do that, I think we'll be able to have a better idea of where we can plug things in and what is causing the shocking, and you know what's loose, and what electrical outlets that are safe to use and what are not safe to use, you know, whatever. And so that'll happen in the next couple of days. Not too worried. Did I omit that we're gonna? No, they know because the basement is mostly for tanks. We told them that, so they're fine with that, you know. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, that's gonna be the crazy part because I have 2 weeks starting today to move all my tanks, to move all of the tanks from the other facility, not just mine, but there's another 1,000 gallons of tanks that need to come here to the basement. So those need to be moved. I bought some new tanks from Stephen Platty, so those need to come here. He also got me a 55, which I have to go pick up at some point. So then I had to move the tanks from my house. I moved a few today, but like those were the tanks I got from Michael, from Daniel, and then the rest of the tanks that I have in my house, I'm gonna move tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Keep going every day. You know, like do like 2 trips a day. Bring like 10 tanks, 8 tanks at a time. You know, whatever in my truck. You know, like carry them in. The only things I can't move myself are the 255 and the 65 gallon tanks. I can't lift myself, the 265s. The 2 tanks that are 2 feet tall, that are 55s, the 55 and the 45 that are 2 feet tall. I can't move those because of the substrate bed. I'm not going to break them apart, so I'm going to wait till my friend comes and we're going to move them together. But aside from those 5 or 6 tanks, every other tank in the fish room can be moved by myself. It's just going to take me longer. And I don't mind that. What's going on, Johnny? Johnny at Dance Fish. I'm moving across country and I think I'm selling all my tanks, keeping a handful of fish. I get to work at the warehouse with 500 plus tanks though. Nice, that is cool. I mean, as long as you have access to fish, I think if I had a job in a pet store or a fish warehouse, I probably wouldn't keep as many tanks because it's just it's overwhelming after a while. You know what I mean? Like this is good when I have to go to work somewhere else and I come home and I deal with this stuff here, right? But if I were to work in a pet store or a fish warehouse or anything like that, I would be overwhelmed by the time I come home. I wouldn't want to touch water ever again until I go back to work. Even then, I'll be pissed. You know what's going on, Sandu? So it's good to minimize the amount of work you have, especially if you have 500 tanks to play with at your workplace. and good luck with the move. Oscar says, I moved my L397 group from 29 gallon to a new 65 today, and I think that was annoying enough. Hate these IKEA stuff. Trust me, buddy. Trust me. It's gonna be a little bit of a hectic move, but we're gonna make it. I'm probably gonna move the sand. A lot of if I'm moving the tank myself, I'm taking the sand out, put it in a bucket, then move the tank, then move the bucket, then put the sand back in and set it up. So what I would want to do ideally is set up the 2 rooms upstairs slowly over the next week, and then move all my fish into those 2 rooms, or most of them into those 2 rooms, and then some into the basement. And then, okay, thank you, Joy. I'm definitely gonna get those. Thomas L236 line, yeah, those are nice. I'm gonna get some of those soon. Yeah, we have an electrician so my partner, the person I got the place with, he's an electrical engineer by trade, and he has a contractor and electrician that he is friends with, that he does all of his work with. So those 2 individuals have agreed to come and do all the work and check it out and do everything we need to do. So that's all being taken care of on his side of things. I spent the time yesterday connecting the water, the power, the gas, water heater. So I did all that stuff yesterday. Today I had to come and pick up the keys because he was not able to. So I came over, I picked up the keys, I gave the post-dated checks. So all that stuff I'm taking care of today. So like it's good to have the other person because together we get to take care of everything more efficiently. If it was just me, I'd be like a lot more, I think, stressed. What's going on, ABC? Yes, that's why. The person I got the place with is he's living down the street actually, like not even 10 minutes from here. That's why we got this place. So he has his breeding facility there, and I'm gonna have my breeding facility upstairs in the 2 or 3 rooms upstairs, and that's where I'm gonna be breeding most of my fish. He's gonna be breeding most of his fish at his own facility, and we're gonna be using the basement and most of the living room space here to do grow out. So that's gonna be the finishing area where we're gonna be finishing off the fish to get ready to go to store. So they'll be growing out here, fed, grown, put on size, and then from here I call the pet stores, bag them, pack them, drive them to the pet store on the weekends, and make sure I take care of that part of things. So that's the plan. Essentially, so this is gonna be, most of the facility here is gonna be mostly grow out. I'm gonna be living upstairs in one of the rooms. The YouTube's gonna be set up, like the studio setup is gonna be in the other room. In the second room with some tanks, I'm probably gonna have like the Zebra Pleco breeding tanks in there potentially, or the Altums, whatever, something nice, display setup, whatever, so we can YouTube stuff, do YouTube videos and stuff, and have like a nice planted tank, maybe whatever you guys want, you know what I mean. We'll play around with it. And then the other two rooms are going to be focusing on breeding angelfish, discus, and in one room for plecos. And then in the basement where we have the spare room, where there's like not a lot of insulation, and then things might get a little colder than the rest of the house, we'll end up putting shrimp tanks most likely, and corridoras, and anywhere where we have like smaller setups where we're not gonna really do a lot of maintenance and stuff, we'll do shrimp and corridoras just to have additional income coming out of the property, so that's the plan. Yes, sir. And thank you, ABC. Yeah, hit the like button, it helps me out quite a bit. Yeah, the person I got the place with is a master breeder. Breeds like a lot of different fish, discus, tetras, danios, barbs, rams, cichlids, all kinds of different stuff. Cool fish, and produces quite a bit actually. Last month I actually sold a bunch of his fish to pet stores for him, and like even before we even got in here, he's already made money to pay like the rent. I actually sold the fish for him, so he was pretty happy. I was pretty happy. I'm not gonna let you know who the person is. We'll have a special live stream where he will be here, or I will be at his facility and at his house, or we'll do a little. We'll make it special. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for that. We're not. Thank you, David. Yeah, get the work. Yes, because I couldn't afford the whole thing myself. He is really talented. Like, I mean, the guy knows his stuff. And very, very good person, and very, very talented fish breeder, and a very positive influence in my life. Makes me want to become a better person. In terms of like, because like to me, God is important, right? Like I don't know if you guys know this, but like, like to me, that's like the most important thing in my life. I think beyond anything else. And this person is a very religious person, and also a minister, and it helps me because my life is so chaotic, and I'm all over the place. I work in film. I swear. I smoke pot, not all the time, but I still do, and I drink sometimes. Like at night and stuff. So like, I want to improve myself from those things. I want to become a better person, and having somebody like that in my life, I think is a very positive influence for me to become the type of person that I strive to become, regularly, and the person I want to become in the future. So I'm really happy about that part also, on a personal side of things, you know what I mean? But on the business side of things, it's great fish breeder, very talented, has other skills like engineering skills, things like that. Water management is going to be fun. He's already thought about how to do the auto water change systems and stuff like that. And I was like, buddy, like I'm thinking buckets for the next year, and he's like, no, you're not gonna carry another bucket, whatever. So what's going on, Lefty? So Craig. I'll reveal. We'll have a reveal party. Okay, we'll have a party where we'll have him join us or me do a live stream together, and you guys will know who it is. You guys will know who it is soon. But yeah, like that's what's going on. Want to say yeah, like so when I first came in here 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, about a week and a half ago. No, about a week and a half ago. Um, was it no? Was it last weekend? I'm not sure. It was last weekend. Yeah, it was last week Saturday. So it was 7 days ago today. Okay, so I came in here. That's the first time we saw the place, and we had lost the other place that we liked. Really liked that place. I mean, the backyard was massive. It was cheaper than this. The basement was large. Um, there wasn't upstairs wasn't as big. There was not no four rooms. The living room was not as big either, but the basement was huge, and there's a separate. There was four rooms in there too, but there's a hot tub. There's a big backyard. Like huge barn and everything. So we really liked that one. Big backyard. My dog really would have enjoyed that, but they gave it to somebody else, and we didn't get it. So we got this place instead. So we came and saw this on Saturday, and I was telling my partner, the person that I got the place with, I said, listen, like upstairs, I'm probably gonna do the buckets. He goes, nope, I already figured out how to do the water change system. I'm like, how? He's like, don't worry about it. I'll show you how to do it. So I was like, okay, hey, no complaints there. Good morning, John. How are you doing, buddy? Hello, Australia. And Craig's in here. Who you talking to beside? Oh, you're not late. You're right on time. You're right on time. That's a good plan, Oscar. You want to know something? This is inspired by L.R. Brex. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I at first like got this idea like probably like 10 years ago when I first started watching his channel. Be cool to have like something that I never thought I would actually like even get close to it this fast. But like it just came about. But that's basically where we got the idea. Or at least I got the idea to do that. But generally speaking, there's other people I think that have similar setups. But he's the one that it has the most extensive, or at least used to have the most extensive home setup with like 300 plus tanks. I think things are different now. I think he's moving and stuff like that. I haven't seen his new videos. I've been really busy with my life and work and stuff too, but got great beard here. His daddy's getting old. So yeah, like that's just where we were trying to kind of go, but it's not gonna be that extensive. I think I still have to work full time, right? The person I'm partnering up with also works full time, and so what we're gonna be doing is more high end stuff, efficient, large scale production, but like it's not huge scale, but like we're trying to maximize as much as we can out of the space without sacrificing time and space. You know what I mean? So as long as we can do that, we're good. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. And if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask. More space, more fish species. Yeah. No, we're not gonna do a lot more. What we are focusing on is the zebra plecos, the L199s, the L340s, the L471s potentially, the 333 types, so 4, 5, 6, the 397s, the different types of plecos that I already have going. So we're gonna focus on those. We'll breed all the different angelfish, the reds, the platinums, the pearl scale platinums, whatever, the tricolors, potentially get some blacks, whatever. So essentially like the 4 or 5 different high-end versions of angelfish, the longfin types. So that, Ultims, like I already have the bigger ones, so I'm gonna try to get those to breed hopefully. So those are my types of fish. I'm probably gonna get 1 or 2 pairs of discus eventually, maybe 3 or 4 pairs depending on how my finances are. and how easy it is for me to find the pairs that I want. So eventually I will get some discus to breed with. So there'll be the plecos, the discus, the angels, the Altums. So those are the ones I already have, and I will breed some Corridora species like the Snow White, the snow pandas and stuff like that. Like the stuff I already have breeding. The pygmies have pretty good market for those guys, so I might dedicate a couple of small tanks for them in the basement, in the cold room where they would just go off on their own. I just go feed them once every couple of days. You know, whatever, not too much. Don't give them up, Johnny. Those are really hard to get. Uh, okay, it's not me. I'm not the partner yet. uh, but yeah, so we're gonna focus on those ones. Those are uh, my main focus. And shrimp, and Corys are gonna be like the secondary kind of like additional income. So like like if I can put like small shrimp tanks down here, maybe like a couple of small little guys, 5.5 gallons. Like I'm not gonna be cooking in here. There's a lot of counter space. I'm not gonna be, like I'm not gonna, just because we have a house doesn't mean I'm gonna be starting wake up and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cook food, right? Like that's not gonna happen. Like I mean, like I can cook really well. Trust me on that, but I'm not going to. You know what I mean? Other people can cook for me. And I like it when people bring me food, like my mom and dad will bring me food. I get fed at work. Usually if my friends are coming over, they'll be like, what you want to eat? They'll bring food. Like most of the girls that I'm friends with, when they make food, they'll just call me, be like, hey, I made extra food. Do you want me to bring you a couple of, like a plate over? Like, like whatever. So like I get those all the time. So I'm not going to be cooking all that much. So I will definitely utilize some of these counter spaces for smaller 2.5, 5 gallon shrimp tanks, things like that, to produce some additional revenue from those. So that's what I'm planning to do. I'm not really going too far beyond that. Like I have CPDs, I might breed those. I might try some tetras and stuff, just as fun projects. Not to like really profit, but I mean they will make money and stuff. And then the person I'm partnering up with, they breed discus. They're already quite successful at them. They breed black rams, blue rams, powder blue rams, and then he also breeds gold rams, I believe. So like those are gonna be some of the fish he's breeding. Various types of catfishes, which I don't have here. Not the pleco kinds, but the regular catfish. So he's breeding those. Barbs and stuff that he's gonna breed for fun, which is gonna be similar to like the Daniels and stuff, which we will potentially make money from, but there'll be side projects most likely. The bread and butter is gonna be the rams, the plecos potentially, and the angels. The rams and the angels are gonna be the bread and the butter, and the plecos and the discus are gonna be the icing on the top. You know what I mean? Basically, because the plecos and the discus are expensive, and they're gonna sell, but you know what I mean, it's gonna be not as lucrative as the rams and the angels, which are gonna be able to sell large quantities to pet stores. So that's where the majority of the expenses are gonna come from, or expense recuperation is gonna come from, and super red ancestors also. I'm definitely going to produce quite a bit of those, I think, God willing. And everything else is kind of like on top of it, So that's the plan. Johnny Utah, thank you, Utah. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Any experience with 236? Well, I don't actually have any 236, but they're the same fish as a regular 333. So, but were it such a high price fish, we would have very limited buyers. No, there's a very huge demand for them here in North America. It's one of the rarest fish here in North America. Again, you gotta think the more expensive the fish is, the less people are gonna be able to afford it. The same thing applies with your zebra plecos as well, even with discus. But obviously there is a market for that type of stuff. 236, you're definitely gonna have a market for them. especially over the next 5 to 10 years in North America, because it's not a fish that's available here yet readily. So you are gonna have a good opportunity with them. They're not a hard fish to keep or breed either. They're quite easy, and they're a tank bred fish. Breeding them seems to be easier than breeding guppies, to be completely honest. Like I have a friend that's in Europe right now, that's breeding them like rabbits, like, you know what I mean, like, and they're 18-month-old fish that he got last year at 6 months old, and now they're a year and 6 months old, so 18 months old, and they're breeding every 2 to 3 weeks. They each male will pull out a clutch, produce a clutch with the female, and they usually heard a noise. What's that noise? Okay, ain't nobody else in here. I just heard a noise. Okay, they're not. They don't seem to be difficult to trigger and to get spawns from. At least from what my friend has showed me, like, in his tanks, as well as many other people in Europe that I know that breed them quite successfully. So they seem to be easy to breed, easier than the zebra plecos even, and a lot of other fish, because they are tank bred fish. Is Thomas breeding 236? Yeah, Thomas is producing, like, his new group just started producing, I think, last month. So we're in April now. They just started producing in the middle of March, and he already has over 100 babies. Like over 100 in less than a month, out of like a group of 6 fish. And he has like 40 different L236 probably in total, but he has a group of 6 that are like really pretty, that he bought from a mutual friend of ours, and he's been trying to get them to breed their young fish too, and then they just start producing like rabbits too. So like they're not a hard fish to breed at all. 18 months they will start breeding. And another thing I want to point out is I used to be under the impression that zebra plecos take more than 2 years to start breeding, but we've now proven this. They also start breeding at 18 months. So like I had fish that I've grown out now that have bred for me at 18 months. Thomas had fish that bred for him at 18 months. Nonstop Aquatics has a group that's just becoming 18 months. They're like 17 to 18 months now. They've already trapped 2 to 3 times, you know what I mean? So like they're gonna breed anytime, any day now. So like we've now confirmed that zebra plecos also can breed at 18 months of age. I don't expect everybody to get their fish to breed at 18 months, but if you do know what you're doing, and you kind of play with the parameters a little bit, you give them the softer water, you play with the temperature a little bit, you try to trigger them when there's a rain happening outside by doing a little bit of water changes, dropping the temperature. It's not too difficult to get them to breed after 18-19 months of age, and definitely by the time they're 2 years they should be in production. So just want to put that out there. 4 times now. Hey, I'm keeping track of that shit. I'm counting. I need those fish to breed, okay? Like, come on, let's go. I need those fish to breed. Like I'm so invested into Nonstop Aquatics' fish right now. I feel like they're fish that I've raised myself, like, from day one, because like we talk all the time about the fish. He sends me pictures. He's updating me regularly, and so like I'm very attached to those fish. You know what I mean? The other day he was trying to put the resin in. He was like, it says to rinse for like a little bit. I'm like, nah. Rinse that for like a day. Not taking no chance with these fish. My pleasure, Johnny. Oh yeah. If you're breeding 333s, you're not gonna have no problems breeding 236. Your 236 is more like, so imagine your 333 is like your wild form guppy. Your 236 is like your bluegrass guppy. Essentially line bred, perfected. So they're more easy. They're the most likeliest fish that have bred over generations. You know what I mean? Okay, there's a bug in the. Okay, no, it's not a bug. It's a little piece of something. I'm looking around, seeing all kinds of stuff. Yours will breed soon too, zebra pleco fans. Jonathan says, I know who you're. Well, it's not who you think it is. Let's just say that. Johnny says haunted house. I hope not. I'm not. I believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Muslim, so like I'm not And these things don't affect me. Like it's only if you allow that type of like the spirit stuff to affect you that it will affect you. Like I don't see none of that. You know what I mean? I believe in God, so none of that affects me. Yeah, like yeah, not worried about that type of stuff. But So Joe, I'm gonna give you a little recommendation. What you want to do is get some smaller 333s, maybe like half the size even, and put them in the same tank. Put like six of the little guys in there, and that will trigger the adults to spawn. There's a lot of times. I don't know if I told you this before. I'm pretty sure I did, but if I haven't, I'll tell you again. A lot of times, the fish need to have some type of competition. You know what I mean? So like I've noticed this with my zebra plecos, for example. I have my big males. They will never trap first. They will just sit around, eat, sleep, get fat, look like pigs. You know what I mean? They'll just sit around. Then I have my smaller males that are more boisterous, and so I put them in the tank. As soon as I put a small male in the tank that's like more boisterous, they go in the tank. They try to trap with one of the females, and then the big guy goes, "Nope, that's my girl." Gets all pissed off, kicks the little guy out, traps the female, and then we have eggs. You know what I mean? So this happens quite often. So jealousy seems to be a factor, even in fish. So I would recommend, having some other little guys in there, like of the same species, so that it kind of like pushes your adult fish to. My lips are all dry and shit. Sorry. It pushes your adult fish to become more sexually active. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like, beside that, oh my god, there's noises coming from everywhere. Come on, guys. The ghosts need to keep it together. Like, come on now. y'all have a party when I leave. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna be here for like another hour, so chill out till then, right? But yeah, like so having some other fish might help you out there, and. But yeah, so this is what's going on. Please go to the Give Send Go thing because I really need your help with that. Even if you can't donate, share it. You know what I mean? Like if you have channels, you can share it as a thing on your channel, Facebook, wherever. You know what I mean? Send prayers. It helps because the more people are there interacting with their system, the higher it becomes on their thing too. And I really do need the financial support to set this place up because I haven't even worked this week, and you know what I mean. Next week I'm probably gonna get back to work, but even then I have to use that money to pay rent here, right? Like, so it's not gonna be like I don't have a lot of money to set up everything here. So little bits of support definitely goes a long way. You gotta set up the central air loop, which I haven't to buy PVC for. Man, there's so much expenses. Like I'm overwhelmed. Even my mom's like, "How much money do you need?" I'm like, 20 grand. She started laughing. I'm like, I'm not joking, Mom. I'm serious. And she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna give you 20 grand." I'm like, "Well, that's what I need." You know what I mean? Oh man. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And so far, so good. Got the keys. I don't know where they are, but it's somewhere here. Find your home with Patricia Maldonado. Okay, that's not my realtor. That's somebody else's realtor. What's going on, S? How you doing? Maybe. I don't want the house to talk to me, okay? I like I like my house to be quiet. Thank you. Aloha, you escaper. But yeah, so I'm definitely much better from COVID. I'll give you guys a little update on the COVID thing. Oh, my back still hurts, lower back. I probably shouldn't lift and do things too much. Breathing is pretty normal. Little bit of like shortness of breath when I talk or when I exert myself, and that's expected. I think headaches are gone. A little bit of lethargy and tiredness, whatever. It's not a big deal. Like not the end of the world. All my friends have COVID right now. The two friends that are supposed to be helping me move, one's back to work. He's, whatever. The other one, I think, is almost there, so he's not fully recovered yet. Yes, you do. You guys did. You know what? Please do. Bring housewarming gifts. Um, you know, um, yeah, we'll have, like, I already have some gifts from the Goji. S got me a tank. I know. I'm pretty sure Playco Fever has some empty tanks that he's gonna send my ways. You know what I mean? So definitely, I will bring the dog. Yeah, no, I will. I will. I just didn't. I have my car full of tanks driving here, so I didn't want to have her in the front seat. She doesn't like sitting in the front seat. She gets scared. Um, she likes sitting in the back. She's a big girl, you know what I mean? So, like, now when I go, I might not come back tonight. It depends on how I feel. Like, I mean, I still have a lot of energy now, but when I get home, I might just feel lazy. I still have to go feed the fish, take care of everybody there, make sure nobody died while I came here, because, I wasn't home. So, you know how it is. Every time I'm not there, like, for like a day, go home, something could have gone wrong when I'm not there, right? So, like, that's another thing I'm kind of happy about this place, is that the person I'm partnering up with has a 9 to 5 job. So they have a regular schedule for the most part. They get off work at like 5, 6 o'clock, or whatever time they're coming home for 6 o'clock. Usually they'll be able to come in, check on the fish, in the afternoon, in the evening, and then I can do that in the morning before I go to work. So I just have to wake up an hour or two earlier, which I do right now with my own place anyway. So I'll wake up. If I have to leave the house for 5, I'll wake up at 3, spend an hour and a half taking care of the fish, half an hour walking the dog, you know what I mean, get ready, whatever, and go to work. And then I can come home and do the same thing, and the person that I'm partnering up with can come at 5, 6 o'clock and check everything, feed all the babies and whatever needs to get done, and that way things will go more smoothly. So there's 3 shifts at least of care for the smaller guys, and just overall looking through everything, making sure the breeder boxes have not failed or clogged up, or something has happened where the fish are suffocating, and we lose potentially something that's valuable, or whatever. So that's something I think is going to be good, that I can think of. But yeah, gotta go, but quick check-in. Thank you, Scaper. See you soon, Carlos. I will bring the dog. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I think Father Fish is starting already. And so I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna drive home. And I'll try to do some more fun stuff at home. If I feel like, if I'm up to it, I will try to go live again later tonight, but I doubt it. I'll try to do more setting up stuff and whatever. I don't actually have internet here, but I'm using my phone internet right now to live stream, so I'm gonna see how this is. And thank you, Sandy. Thank you again. Wouldn't have been able to do this without all of you guys and girls. Thank you, Roman. Like, everybody, all of you guys and girls, everybody, all the channel members, the subscribers, anybody that's even looked at a video or hit the like button, just anything, like, all that support, that encouragement, really pushed me to feel confident enough to be able to do something like this. So thank you so much. All your support means a lot, and I really appreciate it. And thank you, Heather, and I will see you soon. Good luck with your new fish. Heather just got a huge box of fish from me, like about that big, and it's the biggest box we had, and I packed it to the top. So the only thing I couldn't fit in there was the German Rams, and the reason I could have put them in a separate box and sent it to you, but there's a disease going in some of the tanks. Well, not some, the one tank, and the German rams are in the tank, not below it, but on the other side of it. I just didn't want to take a chance because, you know, if I had transferred the disease over to them, I don't want them to get any of the fish you're getting from me sick, because all the fish you got from me came from the other side of the fish room, you know, where there was no disease. So I just figured I'm gonna leave the rams for now, and I will send them to you once I cleared those tanks out completely. I think they're clear, I just don't want to take a chance. So therefore I didn't send you the rams, but I sent you everything else, the endlers, the L340s, the super red long fins, the super red short fins, the pygmy cories. I sent you the angels, you know, whatever. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and I love you all. And let's head over to Father Fish and let him know that y'all came from Aqua Malik. Choo choo, follow train, and I'll see y'all soon. Okay? I love you all. God bless you, and thank you so much. And please go to the Give Send Go / Aqua Malik, and you know, do your thing. Help me out that way. Share. You know, prayers are good. Shares are good. Comment on it. You know what I mean? And do your magic. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Okay? God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.